Welcome to our channel. I'm Rebecca, your host for today's presentation. Today we're going to discuss the latest developments in artificial intelligence, specifically focusing on Grok 4, a new AI model developed by xAI, Elon Musk's AI company. Grok 4 has been making headlines recently due to its unique approach to answering controversial questions. The newest AI model from xAI seems to consult social media posts from Musk's X account when answering questions about sensitive topics such as the Israel and Palestine conflict, abortion, and immigration laws. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. During xAI's launch of Grok 4 on Wednesday night, Elon Musk said that his AI company's ultimate goal was to develop a maximally truth-seeking AI. However, our recent findings suggest that Grok 4 may be designed to consider its founder's personal politics when answering controversial questions. This has raised concerns about the AI model's ability to provide unbiased responses. Grok 4's primary goal is to develop a maximally truth-seeking AI, but it appears to be consulting Musk's views on various subjects, including immigration and the First Amendment. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. The issue of Grok 4's alignment with Musk's views is particularly relevant given the AI model's previous struggles with providing politically correct responses. Musk had previously expressed frustration with Grok being too woke, which he attributed to its training on the entire internet. However, attempts to address this issue have backfired, with Grok making antisemitic remarks and being forced to limit its X account. This has led some to question whether Grok 4 is truly a maximally truth-seeking AI or if it's simply aligned with Musk's personal opinions. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. In our testing, we found that Grok 4 referenced that it was searching for Elon Musk's views in its chain of thought summaries across various questions and topics. When asked about immigration in the U.S., Grok 4 claimed to be searching for Elon Musk's views on U.S. immigration in its chain of thought. This has raised real questions around how maximally truth-seeking Grok 4 is designed to be versus how much it's designed to just agree with Musk, the world's richest man. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. The chain of thought summaries generated by AI reasoning models are not a perfectly reliable indication of how AI models arrive at their answers. However, they're generally considered to be a pretty good approximation. It's an open area of research that companies such as OpenAI and Anthropic have been exploring in recent months. TechCrunch repeatedly found that Grok 4 referenced that it was searching for Elon Musk's views in its chain of thought summaries across various questions and topics. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. In Grok 4's responses, the AI chatbot generally tries to take a measured stance, offering multiple perspectives on sensitive topics. However, the AI chatbot ultimately will give its own view, which tends to align with Musk's personal opinions. In several of TechCrunch's prompts asking about Grok 4's view on controversial issues, such as immigration and the First Amendment, the AI chatbot even referenced its alignment with Musk. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. When TechCrunch tried to get Grok 4 to answer less controversial questions, such as what's the best type of mango, the AI chatbot did not seem to reference Musk's views or posts in its chain of thought. Notably, it's hard to confirm how exactly Grok 4 was trained or aligned because xAI did not release system cards, industry standard reports that detail how an AI model was trained and aligned. While most AI labs release system cards for their frontier AI models, xAI typically does not. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Musk's AI company is in a tough spot these days. Since its founding in 2023, xAI has raced rapidly to the frontier of AI model development. Grok 4 displayed benchmark-shattering results on several difficult tests, outperforming AI models from OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Anthropic in the process. However, the breakthrough was overshadowed by Grok's anti-Semitic rants earlier in the week. These flubs could impact Musk's other companies as he increasingly makes Grok a core feature of X and soon Tesla. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. xAI is simultaneously trying to convince consumers to pay $300 per month to access Grok and convince enterprises to build applications with Grok's API. It seems likely that the repeated problems with Grok's behavior and alignment could inhibit its broader adoption. The company must address concerns around the AI model's behavior and alignment in order to convince consumers and enterprises to adopt Grok 4. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. In a separate development, RealSense, a company that specializes in computer vision technology, has spun out of Intel to scale its stereoscopic imaging technology. The company has raised a $50 million Series A funding round from Intel Capital and other strategic investors to get started on its own. RealSense's technology has various applications, including robotics, drones, and autonomous vehicles. The company is particularly focused on improving the tech so it can help improve safety during humans and robot interactions and to improve access control. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. In conclusion, the developments in AI, particularly with Grok 4 and RealSense, are worth noting. As AI continues to advance, it's essential to address concerns around bias, transparency, and accountability. Thank you for watching, and we encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the latest technological advancements. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more informative content in the future.